story takes place about 8 or 9 years ago. It was a holiday weekend, Memorial Day or perhaps Labor Day. It was the end of the weekend. It was a Monday. It was a glorious day. When it's beautiful, the sun's shining and not too hot, not too cold, and everybody in the world is going out to the shore or picnicking with somebody they love, everybody but me, that is. So I had to find something to do with myself for that day. And the days of experimenting with the medicine cabinet and the liquor cabinet to see what combinations worked the best were well behind me. And I thought about going to the King of Prussia Mall and spending money, which was always good for a holiday, but I figured I didn't really need anything just because it was on sale. I thought about ways to save money, and there was always the trying to give myself my own bikini wax. Not always a very pleasant experience. Now, I'm not really an outdoors person, but this day was just too glorious to pass up. So I packed myself a little picnic, a couple magazines, a book, and I went to one of my favorite spots in Philadelphia, Valley Green. And that's part of the Fairmount, in case you don't know, part of the Fairmount Park system, overlooking Wissahickon Creek. There's this beautiful old inn, there's walkways, there's ducks. And what I found there was a lot of very happy people. And I figured that when somebody named Philadelphia the city of brotherly love, they were there, because they certainly weren't in Center City. And everybody is kind of jogging, and kids are feeding the ducks, and they're smiling, and they're happy. And really, this all kind of made me kind of happy. So I took a long walk, and I had my little picnic, and I decided to settle in on a bench and read. Well, even though it's the city of brotherly love, for some reason, when you're on a bench, you want to be as far away from the people as you possibly can. Now this bench was empty. It was perfect. I'm sitting in the corner. This guy comes over. I think he had been jogging. He was kind of sweaty, not too attractive. And he wants to sit down. And we smile at each other. But I decide, I'm just going to read, hope he doesn't talk to me. And he sits down. I thought it was a little strange that he sat down in the middle of the bench instead of the opposite end. But I was feeling very brotherly love and sisterly and one with my fellow man and so forth. So I didn't want to be rude. And I just buried myself in my book. The guy was a foot tapper like me. He kind of was there, sitting there, and I'm trying to read, and he's tapping. It was a little bit annoying. It wasn't unbearable. And so I just kept buried in my book. Then the next thing I know, I hear little noises like, which I thought was strange because, it had been about 15 minutes since he sat down from jogging. And then I heard some sort of grunts like, Finally, I look up. The guy, believe it or not, is whacking off in the middle of the day. His thing is up to the sky. I throw my book. I scream bloody murder. He disappears down into the woods. People come running over. They expect to find me in a pool of blood or, with a heart attack. And I try to tell this story, and it's just not coming across. People are looking at me like I'm crazy. Well, I just went home. So much for brotherly love. Thank you.